Salutations everyone, welcome to my channel, Chris the Brand, where me, Chris, am the brand. There is no channel without me. So here we go. This topic today is about how the world tries to humble you, but today specifically me, and maybe you can relate. So first, I want to start off with projections. Now, I thought about projections. I have been thinking about projection and stuff for the past couple of months when it came to me and my anxiety, like social anxiety and being around people and different things and such like that. But something that how do you say, validated my experience was Trinity. I'll link her below, but she made a video about people's projections of her and how they've changed and how people's projections get on, people see you this way, they may not see you for a while, they still see you as that way. They don't see you as the changed person that you are, evolving person that you are. So that's the first thing that I have on my list. It's very animated today, is projections. So we all know this. Everything in this world is a thing, right? But that thing will continue to be that thing regardless of what anyone has to say about that specific thing. This little dresser right here that's sitting right here, whether I call this a dresser or I call it a duck, at the end of the day, it is going to be what it is. So, projections. So, I've dealt with many projections my whole life, really. And I think where the splitting or tether came is when I separated myself from the projections of me. I discontinued me believing what other people thought about me and continued and started to believe what I believed about myself and what I know to be true about myself. You know what I mean? Instead of what people say about me, because people do not live in this body. They cannot define this. I cannot even truly define this, because what I am is just truly who I am. And that's something, when you're authentic, you're not one being. I know people have been trained to believe that people are this niche that they portray to the internet to get views and stuff, but we are multi-dimensional beings. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just Chris the fashion designer. I'm not just Chris the person with ADHD. I'm not just Chris the queer black gay man. No. I am who I am. I am this being. I am the soul within this being, and you are experiencing it. Oh, this is so hard to get into, but I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to give y'all a foundation to stand on, So, first we're going to start with family trying. Oh my God, I'm ashy. First, we're going to start with family trying to humble me. Now, my family are the main culprits of the people that try to humble me often, and they are where I see it the most. And I feel like God placed me with this family so that I am prepared for you bitches that are on the internet that continue to push your projections onto others and me as well, so that I'm prepared, so I don't get so triggered every time it happens. But yeah, so y'all have heard the story before. I was a queer kid, unknowingly acting a certain way that I wasn't supposed to act. So of course, people's projections onto me, what people perceived about me, it made them uncomfortable. They didn't want to just let me be me. They didn't want my being to just exist, because my being just existing did not correlate to the contract that they signed. We talk about contracts in this video here, my last video. So I got reprimanded often for doing different stuff, and I figured, since these people that are so close to me, that are my family, that I am told like should be like number one, blood thicker than water, these people are telling me I'm wrong, so therefore I am wrong, right? You know. And I think before I even get there, so family humbling me, that was the first experience I experienced with people trying to humble me, but me not knowing that. Let's continue. So then we have strangers humbling me. Now, strangers are people that try to humble me, and I feel like sometimes these can hurt worse than family sometimes. Family hurts to your core, but strangers hurt even worse, especially when people try to gang up on you. And me being I like to say chosen one, my light shines bright, you know what I mean? So I have not always been aware of my light, but I feel like internally other people have been aware of my light. People that do not have such a bright light see that light and want to diminish that light. You see what I'm saying? So then I have to deal with the projections of strangers. So I'm already feeling iffy about my being as I am already for my family. And so now I'm entering this school type of situation, and now I'm having to deal with strangers' projections. They're saying sometimes even worse things than my family are saying, or saying the things that my family won't say. So that's where the bullying comes from. That's where the ganging up on you comes from. My whole life, I was watching a reading on TikTok. I know y'all real funny about readings on TikTok, but I was watching a reading on TikTok, and I felt like it was for me. Anyway, she was basically talking about how people have ganged up on people like me my entire life, and I have always experienced that. With my two older brothers, they used to gang up on me and tease me. In school, one person wouldn't be talking about me, it would be multiple at the same time. Like, they would really try to really beat me down, you know what I mean? And I've just always dealt with that type of situation where the devil can't get me. He uses multiple beings to try to diminish my light. But with me not knowing what my light is, it's just like a little puppy just going outside and getting kicked by everybody and not understanding why they're getting kicked. But so yeah, that's strangers. I had to deal with those projections. I noticed that I started to be able to defend myself a little bit more, and so when it came to a one-on-one situation, I could hold my own. But of course, a one-on-one situation will never stay one-on-one. A one-on-one situation will turn into multiple people trying to humble me, trying to make me feel bad about myself, trying to tell me that, oh, you think you're better than everyone, when in all honestly, I never did think I was better than anyone, because I've already been told that my being is wrong. The stuff that I internally love and like is wrong. Why would I feel better than y'all? I feel, if anything, lesser than y'all, and y'all are making me feel even more less than y'all by pointing it out. That's something that I always had trouble with, but now looking back, I can realize, like, oh, they saw this light in me. They saw my potential, or they saw this about me, and that angered them. Even though I didn't see it about myself, it was still here. So then we have the friends to strangers pipeline, where those people try to humble me too. So I've noticed, with me being like an empath, a feeler, people pleaser for a very long time, I've been trying to put a stop to that. I tend to attract narcissists, and I also tend to attract people that need healing, that need they need a charging port. And I have been so happy for most of my life being a charging port for everyone, for a lot of people, because I just felt like me being that charging port, oh, it gets them to a full charge, oh, they're happy now, oh, everything's good now. Me helping that person and them becoming happier made me feel like I was doing something right. Or I felt like, even more so beyond that, I felt like I had to do that to get this love and stuff. I shouldn't have to be someone's charging port to get love from them. It should just be inherent. I need a little charging too. Can we share a charge, or y'all just want to? Okay. But what I've noticed is once I became more aware, and that I would tend to cut some people off, because I wouldn't just cut people off just to cut people off, but I noticed that I was a lot of people's charging ports, and that wasn't always their fault. But at the end of the day, that's what this relationship was built upon. I'm always hearing your insecurities and stuff. I'm always hearing about this and that and that and that. But what I noticed about there's two types of friends. So the one type I cut off, and they are feeling depleted because they can no longer get this good energy charge from me anymore. And sometimes that may make people sad, and other times it may make people angry. And then you have the second type, which were the people that never were your friends to begin with. These were the people that wanted to suck your energy from you. They want to suck your life from you in this way. They didn't talk about you all the time, or if they did, it was really sly where you wouldn't notice it. And you notice the switch after you cut them off. You notice that you were just a little, not even a little pet, but they were consciously knowing that you were their charging port, and they had no issue with using you up in that way, using me up in that way. And those are people that became strangers. A lot of friends become strangers. And what I notice is once people get upset with me because I don't want to engage with them anymore, they feel the need to, humble me. They feel the need to tell me about myself, try to tell me about, now don't get me wrong, I take criticism, but I do not take hate and people trying to make me feel bad about myself. There's one thing to criticize somebody, and there's another thing when you're trying to hurt them and trying to hurt their feelings. And that's something my dad has tried to do my entire life. Not me. He hasn't tried to hurt my feelings my entire life, but he has been very, he calls it constructive criticism. I call it criticism to no end. And I don't think he realizes that, I don't know. He tries to humble me in that sense. His thing is, he tries to tell me, you did this thing wrong in the past, you did that thing wrong in the past, you did that thing wrong in the past. Even though I'm showing signs and I'm doing better things now, all you can see is the past. And so you try to humble me in that sense. You want to make me feel bad about my past so that I do not shine, do not be confident in my present. That's another way that people try to humble me. Specifically, my father, he tries to criticize me to try to humble me. Like, I'm happy. I just finished my first fashion show. Oh, you wasn't walking as confident as I know you can. Oh, you wasn't da-da-da. But at the same time, this person is not going to help me try to walk better. This person is not going to encourage me to do better. They're just going to criticize what I am doing. You see what I'm saying? So, that was the family trying to humble me. That was the strangers trying to humble me. And that was friends trying to humble me. This is post-recording Chris. One thing that I did want to pop in here that I thought was really important too was how older people try to humble me because I am wiser for my age, or wiser than they were at their age. So I think people project onto me how they were at their age, and they feel like, oh, he's just a baby. Oh, he doesn't know. Which I don't know a lot of stuff, but at the same time, don't discount my experiences and my experience just because I am younger. And that is another way people try to humble me because they feel insecure in themselves, or they feel like I may be wiser than them. So they feel like they have to try to put themselves above me by saying that they're older or this, that, the other. So therefore they know better or know more because they're older. And that is one of the ones I left out of this video, but I really wanted to make sure that I put in here. So here it is. So yeah, back to the video. Now see, with all of this, I don't think people understand that naturally I already am humble. I don't go around here trying to showboat. If anything, for me, it's comedic relief. When I'm sitting here like, oh yeah, I'm that bitch, even though I am, it's not so much to be like, aha. It's just, I am that bitch. Sometimes it is for comedic relief because I feel like internally I feel like I make fun of certain things, and that's part of my humor. I make fun of certain things. And it's to be funny. It's not so much my ego. So I can be like, oh yeah, I'm that bitch, da da da. But really, I'm just emulating everyone else doing that same thing. And it's funny to me as someone that's neurodivergent, but neurotypical people may see it as, oh, he's just really full of himself and all this and that. Which I'm not. I've always been humble because I have always been humbled by other people. So I know when I'm popping my shit, yes, and I also know when I need to do better. But what you will see is I'm not finna be showing it, trying to throw it in other people's face when I'm doing good, and I'm not showing it, trying to throw it in people's face when I'm doing bad. It's an even playing field. You know what I mean? I'm humble all the way through. You see what I mean? Most of the times I'm doing bad, people may think I'm doing good, vice versa. But the whole thing about this whole thing is I'm authentic. So when people see me smiling, they see me happy, they see me always laughing, they see me always making jokes and stuff, I don't think people realize that that's actually who I am. Like, what you see across the screen is what you will get in person. If you were sitting right here right now, you wouldn't be looking at me crazy, because you know this is who I am. You know this is how I act. This isn't a different person. Y'all, and that's what I think I internally feel like people would understand that, but a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people are unhappy themselves, so when they see me being happy all the time, smiling all the time, they think, oh, he's fake happy, oh, he's fake doing that. When in actual reality, what reason do I have to be fake happy? If I'm sad, I'm sad. If I'm sad, most of the time I'm not gonna be on the internet, but at the same time I will talk about different stuff that I've had trouble with. We've seen the videos. I'm not always happy. We've seen the videos. I've done stuff in the past. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people are Squidward and I'm SpongeBob. You know what I mean? And something Squidward tried to do was humble SpongeBob often. SpongeBob had such a light. He had such a pure energy about himself. Squidward was unhappy in his life. And so that just made him don't get me wrong, SpongeBob was quite annoying, but at the same time, Squidward didn't want SpongeBob to experience that light. He didn't want SpongeBob to experience so much more happiness and pure happiness that he couldn't understand, he couldn't fathom, he couldn't have for himself. So oftentimes you would see Squidward trying to humble SpongeBob. That's the perfect example, Squidward and SpongeBob. But that's basically what I want to say. I'm authentic. I'm authentically happy. When I'm smiling, I'm not smiling just to smile. I'm smiling because I'm happy. I'm not laughing just to fake a laugh. I'm actually happy and I'm actually laughing. If something not funny, I'm not gonna laugh. If something funny, I'm gonna laugh, you know? So, with me stating that fact, that I am trying to be authentic and I am expressing an authentic version of myself, an authentic self to the world. It's the authentic self that you all will see, but it's not all of me at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I am still who I am. I am still this being. I am still this soul. So you all would not see every single little portion of me because I am not on the internet 24/7. And yes, I do feel like cameras can like change a few things. Like we spruce ourselves up a little bit to get on camera. Like in actual reality, if I am dressed this way for a reason. I wanted to look good. I want to feel comfortable. But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean I don't walk around the house like this anyway. You know what I mean? So, let me get down. I'm tired, bitch. Okay. What I'm trying to say is, I'm authentic. I'm happy. And at the end of the day, other people that don't like that light and don't like that happiness, they're gonna stay mad. Let me see if y'all can read that. You will stay mad. I can't help it. But at the end of the day, I'm happy. Authenticity, you will stay mad. because you're not being your true self. You're mad at me. I mean, it's not my problem. I didn't renew my contract to put on this mask every day to present myself in front of y'all. So don't get mad at me because you don't want to be yourself. Don't get mad at me because I don't want to play the game. Don't get mad at me because I don't want to do it the way that you think I should do it. I mean, live your life. I'm gonna live my life. It's not like I'm asking you for anything, am I? I am asking you to like and subscribe, but I mean that's not too hard, is it? I mean, that's basically it. Being a chosen one and stuff, you have a light, and I'm glad that I know of my light now that I can feel confident in that. Not so much that I'm just gonna be out here just like, oh yeah, I'm a chosen one, da da da, I'm better than you. But at the end of the day, I realized my light. And so I realized with me having that light that people are going to treat me different. People are going to try to humble me. And people have tried to humble me in the past. And all of that, though, was preparation for now. All of that humbling that y'all bitches tried to do, it didn't diminish the light. It's still here. It's still here, getting brighter every day, getting happier every day, baby. And you're gonna stay mad until you get happy, until you accept yourself, until you accept your life for what it is and just shine it. You're gonna stay mad. This was nice talking to y'all. I never really planned on making videos all the time, but this was fun. I enjoyed my time with y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all's time with me. I think this is it. So we're gonna stop it here, and we're gonna take some thumbnail pics because I am hot. I am hot, and I am also hot. So like and subscribe. I can't say that I love y'all because do I really know what love is? But I appreciate y'all for tuning in and liking and subscribing. I do appreciate that. Love is a strong word. We'll see. Gotta think on it. But I'll see y'all later.